Hold on. Let me take a sip.
Hey, Wednesday.
Morning.
Halfway through the work week.
Look at us doing episodes in December.
I know. I'm kind of proud of us, actually. I was thinking
I'm-
that when I was on the rowing machine, hating my existence. And I'm like, look at us working and actually
Look at us.
enjoying it.
We're not talking about Christmas 24/7. We're doing good. We could throw some Christmas content in there, honestly.
Right?
We haven't done a lot.
Eh.
We'll get there.
I'm in like such a mood this year. Normally, I'm pretty festive, but I feel like I'm just not in it. I'm just going through the motions of, yay, isn't this fun?
Oh, I'm the opposite. I'm like so in it. So in it. Got
Good for
trees
you.
going. We know this. I've got trees going. Last night, um, over dinner, I opened up all of my packages and like sorted them by human. So like I can kind of get a visual of like whose piles are a little small, who needs more stuff, who did I like kind of forget about, like I have something for, but I'm like not super proud of it. Then you go back upstairs and you keep scrolling on the interwebs and try to find something else. So we're like in the
It's
midst
so funny
of
because my husband is the shopper. I'm the non-shopper. So Lily grabbed a package and my husband was like, "What is wrong with you? You never grab packages in December."
you should know better.
And even my son, so my husband was like, "Did somebody take that package?" And my son goes, "No, Dad, I heard you. No packages in December."
He's like, I don't want my magic ruined, so I'm gonna leave it.
Totally.
That's so funny.
And then Monday, while we were working, in the in-betweens of working, we're always talking about regular life stuff. And he was like, "I think I'm gonna get him this." And I was like, "That's $500. Like, I
Where
feel
do you
like it's
think?
exorbitant." I'm having an
Ah,
issue with the kids because they pretty much get what they want whenever they want it. So it's a
yeah,
really difficult space for the two young ones. Like, they're spoiled. And
yeah,
he just had a birthday last month. So it's really
yeah,
difficult to kind of find, she's easy. It's like music or makeup
yep,
or just easy stuff that we can get. Band merch, a candle or two. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's not difficult for her.
It's so funny because everybody approaches it differently, and, like, my family goes completely above and beyond, like,
Mhm.
necessary, but we also, like, rack things up over the last 4 or 5 months of the year and then, like, wait. So, like, if you need a spatula and it's August, like, you deal with the crappy spatula in August until
I
December, and
know
then
I'm
Santa
getting
brings
something
one,
new.
and then Santa brings one. So, like, Christmas for us is, like, so it's for one side of my family, especially with, like, Palmer, it's, like, everything you get, like, bed sheets, you get, like, the things that, like, you needed all year, you just put off
Underwear,
buying. Yeah,
socks.
like, the number one thing on my list was socks. I was like, "This is really what I need, you guys." Like,
Right.
ankle socks, athletic socks, I need the socks.
Where do they go?
I've you know? But then my sister, on the other hand, she, like, gets whatever she needs when she needs it, when she wants it. So, my brother and I was looking at her like, "We've never have any idea what to get you for Christmas,"
Right,
because she's the kind of person where, like, we'll buy her something that we think she would like, and she loves the idea of it, and then she'll go buy the version of it she wants.
right.
So,
Yeah.
we have a very hard time
It's
with
pretty much
her.
what I deal with my kids also, so I don't know. I mean, the big ones, we just send them money because they're
Yeah.
all in their lives, and that's what they need right now. They're not
Yeah.
gonna come see us. We're actually talking about just pissing off and going to my brother's place in, New York this year
Oh, well,
because he's gonna be in California. So I was
oh,
like,
nice.
"So, can I just have the keys to your place? And we
Can
might
I
just
just
do
stay there
a
then?
really
Yeah.
fancy Christmas dinner at a fun hotel and get
Yeah.
all dolled up."
That
So
would be really fun.
yeah, so we're talking about, like, totally changing the script on our Christmas
Yeah.
because 'cause I'm just, like, not feeling it around here for whatever reason. I'm like, "Anybody want something new?" And the
Yep.
kids are like, "Yeah."
Just it's so about every other year, somebody in the family suggests, like, "What if we travel for Christmas?" And somebody else, usually Palmer or I, are like, "No, we're not.
Yeah, and that's
No."
not happening anymore now that a new baby is entering the mix, like, that's just not gonna happen for
No,
you.
obviously, you can understand that one particular pile is bigger than all the others at the
Yep.
moment for obvious reasons.
That's the way it's gonna be.
It's exciting,
Yeah,
though.
that is fun, though.
It is
That's
fun. I wish I knew the name, and I
You're
know
just gonna
they're
have to
like,
wait like everyone else.
"Whatever." Yeah, blah, 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 they're not telling you, right? But, like, from a gift-giving perspective, I'm like, can you tell me the initials? Can you tell me anything? Because I can I got you a cute this and I could monogram it or I could do it this and you're not telling me. So that's kind of driving me up a little bit of a wall. But other than that, it's going great.
Patience, Tori, patience. Now let's jump into what's roasting over here.
0. No patience for me.
I know. Well, you had very good patience today because you did not watch Dancing with the Stars and mindfully gathered our stories today without ruining it for yourself. So kudos to you for a win on that one.
It's my day off. I have some Christmas things to do. All I want to do is put Dancing with the Stars on and do my Christmas things. So the stories are calculated very specifically to avoid the websites that will spoiled the episode for me.
That's awesome.
But speaking of baby news,
yes,
I'm excited about this. This is so cute.
Ashanti and Nelly expecting their first baby together. I forget that they are together.
Well, because they were on and off, and then they just were not ever on again for 10. They were on and off for 10 years.
Yeah, it was a totally casual thing. Like they made music together, but never really talked about being together. And then when you're like, wait a minute, they're together in real life?
Well, but they were though, from what is it, 03 to 13? They were a thing kind of.
It's a long time. I mean, Cliff and I have been married since 03. It's a long time coming. I can't believe that, they're having a baby. I feel like this is a long time coming.
And they, you could see it on the video. They were at some sort of holiday event performing and they were kind of standing together and somebody was talking and she goes and she completely absentmindedly puts her hands over her stomach.
Yeah.
And he kind of looks at her and he puts his hand on her stomach we're doing this right now. And she looks at him I didn't mean to do that right now. And then they're both laughing and trying to shuffle off the stage and be oh my God, do we just break the news? And then you can hear the audience being wait, what? Wait, what's happening? And they shuffled off and then it came out today confirmed. And you were well, no kidding.
That's exciting stuff. Nelly has a 30-year-old kid, for crying out loud.
I mean, yeah, he's so cute though. I didn't really realize how much of a personality he is.
And totally.
He is until he was on Dancing with the Stars, and I could see how well he did and how hard he worked and his cute little smile. And then suddenly I was I didn't know I could be more of a Nelly fan, but now I am.
Oh, it's not just the Band-Aid. Great,
so cute. You actually kind of try to be a hard little rapper, but you're actually the cutest man.
I know,
on the planet.
And they're
you're
really
kind
good
of
friends.
A precious gem. Yeah,
which is what makes a relationship work in the very end, So I love that they're having her first baby, her only baby, probably.
It's cute.
I know, it is super cute. So congratulations to them. I want to circle back on the whole Beyoncé situation because we were talking about Beyoncé and we were, giving Taylor Swift where Taylor Swift is due. But then I read this article that made me laugh. It was written by a white man. But also it had differing perspectives, which I loved. And he's like, Beyonce, amen. People are saying that the Renaissance show is basically like church. It is
I believe that
experience. It is a full body vibe.
Oh, I believe that.
So I feel like it's just a different situation. It's transcendent is what they're saying. They're basically saying if church could be like this, we would go.
We talked about this. There's such a difference between the two fan bases, despite the fact that there's significant crossover.
Yes.
It's so fascinating to me. The Beyonce fans are
well, and their performance style is so just wildly different. I really enjoy it.
Yeah. Speaking of those two, the Forbes came out with their list of most powerful women. Both of them made it, which is really exciting. Beyonce came in at 36. Taylor Swift came in at number 5. It's leader from Germany, leader from China, Kamala Harris, leader from Italy, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift was just named Times Person of the Year.
Oh, as well?
Yeah, that happened an hour ago as we were gathering all of this stuff together.
No, I mean, we knew
she was on the short list. We knew, and next to Elon and Barbie, I'm like, it's gonna be Taylor Swift.
So I'm fascinated by the fact that Barbie made the list. I mean, I get it, and of course, Time's most influential people or whatever the year, they always come up with groups of people too. The year that it was Zelensky, it was Zelensky and the spirit
that was
of
last
Ukraine
year.
together.
Yeah,
was that last year?
Yeah.
So they have a tendency to do groups and things as well, which I like. Yeah, but I was really fascinated by all these lists that are coming out. I love the Forbes Most Powerful Women, though, because it always highlights different people that I would not have known about, like CEOs of CVS and like all these women that I had no idea were in these like powerhouse roles and being really influential in the world, that make potentially more of a mark in business and in commerce and in finance and economics than like we would get out of Time. Like I feel like Time is not a popularity contest, but it's
No, it's
still
just what is the pulse, and
right.
she clearly is the pulse. And at this point, basically said this is the year that she perfected her craft, not just with
Yeah.
her music, but with her position as a master storyteller of a
Yeah.
modern era
It's
and making it
fascinating.
happen.
It's really fascinating to see the, like, divergence she had from her last relationship. Not to say that everything's about her love life, but I think it's so much of the forefront because it's what she sings about a lot of the time. But when she was with this person who was very much so wanted to be under the radar, didn't wanna support her, didn't really I mean, did, but not publicly, right? Like, they had a very under the radar
That's just a
relationship.
real British thing, though. Everything's private. You keep that to yourself. And I think that that was pivotal for her to break out of that and then just be unapologetically her. It was like
It's
she was almost honing her craft to be like,
quietly.
and we're done here.
Yeah, yeah. It's just to go from this, like, shame and hiding from the paparazzi and trying to figure it out to completely under the ground to, like, I'm gonna be in your face constantly every day, like, lack of shame and proud of it. The transition over the last several years has been, like,
I feel like
I've
it's
just
the
been
best
fascinating.
COVID immersion ever.
Oh,
It's
yes.
like, here I am.
Beyond. Yep.
I've been working on this for hours. Take a look at it. And I
Yep.
hate to go from this amazing moment with Taylor Swift being Time Person of the Year to Kristen Cavallari
Oh my
slamming
god.
people for saying
Why
it
does
doesn't matter
she
how many dates you should go on before you seal the deal.
Here's the reason I put this in. Hot take. No matter what she does, it's always completely classless. And I
Mm.
don't understand why. She has the makings of being an influential person. She has enough background, other than the fact that she's a reality star. She has enough background. She has enough platform. She's got enough business sense. I think she's a very smart woman. And then she comes out, and the crap that comes out of her mouth, I just want to be like, you were so close to being like a good, classy woman. And I hate to like, not to say that like a lack of I don't know.
I'll put
I'm
it
not
in a
trying to sex
fashion
shame.
term for
I'm
you.
just
It is like having the perfect outfit, spot on everything, jewelry, outfit, everything, and then you wear Crocs. You
yes,
know what I mean?
yes, yes,
It's like this is what
yes.
she does. This is what she does.
And listen, I'm not here. I'm not trying to like sex shame. Like, do what the
No.
flip you want. This is not about that. It's just about the fact that like, can
She
do
just does dumb shit. You have
Mm.
all of the tools. Here are all of the tools, and
Yes,
I'm gonna choose to eat ramen. Like, she
right.
just makes me crazy.
It's 100% what it is. It's like all your metaphors are spot on.
You it's you've got a fridge full of all these beautiful ingredients. I'm just gonna make a package of ramen because 'cause I'm
Yeah, I
lazy.
don't.
It's like there's never a finish line with her. It makes me
Oh,
aggravated.
everything about this is frustrating. Like, girlfriend, this is not a hot take. And you're probably so excited the fact that like this made headlines, but like this is not a hot take.
Well, but that's how she feels, though. I feel like somewhere in her, she thinks that she's trying to make a point that it doesn't matter.
But like biologically it does. This is what I start to be frustrated with. Like, okay,
Like,
you can
girl, we
maybe
get
think
it.
that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But if you're gonna do a damn thing, do a damn thing. Don't just get
Do
almost there.
do whatever you want. You want to sleep with a guy on the first date, go for it. But don't come out and say like
Let's
quote unquote
tell
it doesn't
everybody
matter.
about
I
it.
think yes, first of all, we don't need to talk about it. Second of all, like biologically, that's actually not true because you like release women in particular release like attachment hormones to people that they are sexually intimate with. So
Right.
a woman is more likely to get attached to somebody despite all the red flags that they're seeing if they
Well,
sleep
and
with somebody.
to
So
be
it's just
fair, for a woman, you know it doesn't get good for a while. So let's be honest.
we're just getting starting that train rolling early. No, I
Is it-
just
yeah.
I
Just
listen,
how many
you can
times do
do
you want to fake it before you have a good one? Like, come on.
it doesn't yeah. Yeah, and it usually gets better when you get to know somebody more, like, as women,
Correct.
like, we like people I don't know, I just
There's an emotional attachment there. Yeah, you can just have mindless. I mean, I can go work out. That's probably the same thing. I'm gonna go
Listen,
do abs.
I'm sure it has worked for so many people, and there's been so many cases where like they've slept with their man on the first date, and then it's ended up being the love of their life, and they've been married for a billion years. All the power
Yeah.
to you. Love it. All the power to you. You do you, whatever. But I think in general, like the statement is wrong, the sentiment is wrong,
Yeah.
the influence is unfair, and like not a great
Once again, if you want to go out
encouragement
there
to
and get a
women.
good cardio, go for it. However, are you going to make a lasting relationship? Absolutely not.
Yeah, and also like shut up, Kristen. Like no, just shut up.
Okay, I'm glad you put this Kim Kardashian story in here just because it involves Ryan Reynolds. Do we think that franchise, it's had its moment?
Do you mean Ryan Murphy?
Ryan Murphy, yes.
American
I'm
Horror
so
Story?
over
Oh,
American Horror Story. There are too many.
100%.
There are like extra ones now. There are shorter seasons. There are
Yeah, forget
spin-offs.
it. I don't think anybody cares. I think it did a really good job in its moment. I
Yeah.
think nobody cares about it though. But I think he is incredibly talented at what he
Yeah,
does.
for sure.
And his
No
storytelling
one's
is
negating
amazing.
that.
And I think it's interesting to see somebody who is so profound in their work continue to want to work with Kim. I think that says a lot about maybe Kim's work ethic and her talent overall.
Yeah, no one's denying the fact
Yeah.
that she works harder than any human being.
Yeah, for
No
sure.
one's saying that. I just had enough of her. It's just one of those things. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah,
Can
I
you
don't
go
know. I
find
think
something else to do?
I actually kind of think this is a divergent for her. I think if it was like we're seeing her campaign another fashion brand, I'd be like, okay, move on. But
Yeah.
this is such a divergent from her normal experience where she's going to be on another show with Ryan Murphy and working through another script and acting, and she's kind of going into a different like artistic self-expression
I would just
place.
like
I
to
think
see
that's
her
cool.
do more of like lawyering and stuff that doesn't scream, look at me.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that.
I
But
she's got so many ways to help humans. I just really or maybe this is like her playtime. Maybe this is her bunking off and
yeah,
just having fun time. So if
I
this is
think
your hobby, then cool.
I think it is. I think she's Kim Kardashian. I think she has options and opportunities handed to her on a silver platter.
Yeah,
This is
right.
a fun one for her. Like, who knew she could act? So now she's trying it out. She's gotten like powerful
Can you
people to help her do it. But in the meantime, she's running 8 businesses in the background, and her kids are being watched because she's got help. So this is like her thing to do.
That's what I was saying. Can you imagine if you had the team that she has, the things we could accomplish in the world?
Oh my god. Yeah, but I still don't like. She's just
She's assembled it. She's,
yeah,
can afford it and she's done the right things.
yeah.
But oh,
I
I'm
was
just so
watching.
envious of a good functioning team.
I know. I was watching an episode from last week, and it was Chloe. It wasn't even Kim, it was Chloe, and she was saying how she wakes up at 4:30 in the morning, she does a full workout, she gets herself together, she does glam before her daughter even wakes up. She does lunches, she gets her kids ready, then she drops her kids off at school. She wakes her kid up at 7, then does all the mom stuff. And like that to me, like the discipline in that family to
Yeah.
literally do it all is impressive by
Yeah.
far.
Yep. Dedication for sure. So I guess
Um,
go ahead and have fun with it. But I'm over Ryan Murphy stuff right now. I need a break.
yeah, I agree. I also I'm not a horror person, so I've never watched any of that series because no, I'm good.
Well, is it going to swap over for this legal drama? We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I would just really rather see her do female lawyering. Actually, not playing
Not
on
like
TV.
play one.
Right.
Yeah. Agreed. Do you remember? It was a year ago now when the 2 TV hosts got caught cheating and had to divorce their marriage. Like they were caught cheating with each other. What
Yeah,
network
of
was that?
course. TJ,
Okay. Yes.
Amy
well,
Robach.
now they have a podcast.
Oh.
So now they're coming out and talking about it. But it feels a little. I'm sure they had a very hard year of their own making. Whatever. But and it's an opportunity and it's iHeartRadio and confetti and blah blah blah. But
opportunistic? What?
yes.
What, we can make a couple of dollars off of these people? Let's do it.
Well,
Wrap
now
it up.
that we've been fired at our job, so I guess we might as well do the thing that everybody's doing in the world. I say that as I sit in front of mine, but like everybody has a podcast. Like, did you really need a podcast? Like, you couldn't have gotten new jobs?
I know.
I would have loved to see them create a news show.
But that's, to be fair, I'm sure it was some executive from that company where they are known star suckers, where they'll find someone and then just like try and like ride on their coattails, ride on whatever piece of flame they still have left, suck it dry, and then move on to the next one.
Yeah,
like that's what they do. So they were
totally
like,
what
oh, I
this
can
is.
make some money here. I'll do it. I don't begrudge them for making a couple of bucks.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess so. I did see, though, some rumor, and I don't remotely know if this is true, but I did see some rumor about the divorced pairings.
Yeah.
Like, the original spouses are now maybe dating.
I love
and
that.
I was like, wait, I want their podcast.
Full circle, right? I want the others. It's called The Other Ones.
We can produce it over here at Lemonadio if you're interested.
I will totally host you guys, as long as we can call it The Other Ones.
The Other Ones.
Who are you? The Other Ones.
Oh my God.
So good. I love it. All right, let's talk about it since we're in the season and Tori is totally for the season. I loved this story.
This was so sweet. I had to add it.
Brenda Lee becomes the oldest artist in history to go #1 on the Hot 100 with Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. Christmas classic, period.
What year was that song made?
She made that popular when she was a teenager. She is 78 years old.
So cool.
Right? You're like, oh, I never knew that. She loves connecting with people. And it's one of those songs. That song in particular is Home Alone, is Mean Girls, is some of our most
iconic is
Christmas
the word
movies. Yes.
By far. 65 years since its release. And it made #1. I just love that.
Can you imagine making a tune at 13 years old? I've waited so long.
Well, what's also cool is like we're in this age where old songs come up and they make the charts again. Like it happened with, I'm just going to keep bringing it back. It happened with Taylor Swift, Cruel Summer. She started her tour. It picked up. Then it became like the #1 charting song. They re-released it. They did a new music video. The song is like 5 years old and yet they're redoing it. So it's fun to see this again, but in other genres and in other circumstances where streaming and people going around to like re-listen to songs they know and love is pushing stuff back to the charts. It's very, very cool.
Has anyone consoled Mariah Carey?
Yeah, she's been bumped. The Queen of Christmas.
She's not going to like this very much.
No, but that song is old and tired. And I have better ones like for pop, in the pop space. I have Kelly Clarkson's Christmas album, Cannot Be Beat. I'm sorry. It's the best one.
I still love the classics. Give me a good Bing Crosby any day, and I'm just like in my space. I love it.
Ariana Grande has a good few Christmas ones out. Santa Tell Me.
I'm like Gene Autry. Yeah. I like my old timey one, so I was psyched that Brenda Lee was all up in there. Makes me happy. She beat out Louis Armstrong for being the oldest.
It's crazy.
In the top 100.
It's awesome.
Or Louis
all right,
Armstrong.
Do we have It's Wednesday. Do we have weird news?
Of course we have weird news. I loved this story because it came out of Wales, but it was a cute little older couple and they've had this garden ornament, basically like a garden gnome. They're like, oh, isn't it cute? It's a little shell. Turns out a couple who
something tells me that is not the case.
Nope. Kept an old naval shell as a garden ornament. It was like the passing of an old friend when it was detonated because it was still an actual live bomb.
Oh my God. From when?
So the couple thought it was a dummy with no charge, but the Ministry of Defense said it removed a 64-pound naval projectile. She said, I used to bang it with my trowel all the time when I was gardening. Could you imagine?
Damn.
Because Wednesday evening, police officers knocked on our door to tell the couple that they had spotted it and they needed to alert the Ministry of Defense.
How do you even you've had it in your yard year after year after year. Do you just be like, wait, right now we have to do this because I've had it forever?
So this poor guy, 77 years old, was like, it was an old friend. I had to go and sit in my house and I was told not to come out until they detonated it. And he's like, and blow it to pieces.
Oh my gosh. Why are we? I feel like this is not the first time we've had a story about an accidental bomb. What are people where are people getting these?
Just sitting in their front yard, like, well, just treat it like a rock. It's been there always. I've never thought about it.
I wonder when it was from. Late 19th century.
Well, I can't believe that they didn't even think to like dig it up or whatever. It's like totally a UK mentality.
Yeah.
It's there. Leave it there. Don't touch it.
Ignore
it's always
it.
been there.
If it's not bothering you, stop bothering me.
Exactly. So good. Well, there you have it, everybody. Get perky with us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The First Shot Morning Show. Bye. See you Friday. Bye.
The First Shot Morning Show is produced by Lemonadio. When life gives you lemons, make radio. We encourage everyone to listen happier.com.